Question: are you over 55, over 60, over 65, and on and on and on, and looking for work, looking to re enter the job market? Maybe you want to subsidize your Social Security. Maybe you want to subsidize your retirement income after working for years for an employer. Maybe you want to subsidize both Social Security and your retirement. Maybe you just want to get back to work and join the workforce because you're a people person. Maybe you just want to keep yourself busy because you're saying, hey, this retirement thing is, hey, it ain't what it's cut out to be. I don't want to just be sitting in the house all day, looking at the news or on the internet. He said, see, she said, because I am too intelligent. I am too valuable. I have such worthwhile skills and experience. This doesn't make sense. If you are in that category, well, join the club. We are kindred spirits. I have been a career counselor for over 25 years. I have re-entered the job market after retiring, going out on an early retirement from teaching. So I get it. So this video, this YouTube channel is dedicated to helping individuals find meaningful work that will pay, meaningful work that will subsidize your income, meaningful work that will get you out of the house, meaningful work that will help you utilize your brain, utilize your experience, your skills. So that's what this video is all about. So don't go anywhere because I have some invaluable information to share with you if you're looking to get back into the job market. Because if you haven't been in the job market and you've been working for the last 20, 25 years, 30 years, whatever, 15 years, 5 years, things are changing every single, almost second in terms of how one looks for work. So what I'm going to share with you, so stay with me throughout this whole video. What I'm going to share with you is a word that can make the difference for you being successful or not. Okay? So stay with me because I'm going to share this word, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with this word, but I'm going to be sharing it with you. We're going to be talking, the topic today is going to be on resume. I'm not going to talk too long because I have so many more videos that I want to put together that I intend to create to help you, kindred spirit, be successful in your job search. You might be thinking, what chance do I have? This is a youth-oriented society, and young people don't want to see me coming, or the employer doesn't want to see me coming because I'm older. Well, think again. If you are of the mindset that you are too old, you have no value, your experience counts for nothing, then you're talking to the wrong person, because I am a mature worker. I have tons and tons of experience, and I want to continue to share my experience, to have my experience utilized, and also so I can be compensated for my experience. So you want to get rid of that mindset, oh, well, I'm too old and I don't think they're going to hire me. How do you know they're not going to hire you? But I tell you one thing, if you don't come correct, if you don't know how to present yourself, if you don't know how to market yourself in 2025, then you won't be successful. I can guarantee you that. So just a few basics I want to talk about before I get to this word that I want to share with you. So stay with me because I'm going to share this word with you that's really critical for creating a resume. Most employers are wanting you to submit a resume. They may want you to submit the resume. This is how it's been going for me because I'm continually looking, always on the lookout for meaningful part-time. I don't want to work full-time. I want to work part-time. So I'm always on the lookout for meaningful part-time work. And what I found typically is most employers want you to submit a resume. A resume, once you submit the resume, and if they're interested, this has been my experience, they will, if they're looking possibly to interview you or consider you, they will ask you to complete an application. But first, the resume is what will either make you or break you, get you in the door or get you in the, what is it? They call it a round file. You see this? Or in the trash. You see this? This is where it would go if you don't come correct in terms of knowing how to create a resume that will capture the attention of employers in 2025. So, your resume has to reflect contemporariness. Is that a word, contemporariness? It has to reflect 2025 methodology for creating a resume. Okay, so what I want to say, your email cannot be AOL, cannot be Hotmail, cannot be Yahoo. It has to be, as I was just a second ago, it has to be Gmail. AOL, Yahoo, Hotmail is dating you. Employers see that. Recruiters, typically it's recruiters who are working for employers and scouting for individuals who meet the needs of that employer who has a position that's open. When they see AOL, when they see Hotmail, when they see Yahoo, it's going in the, I just call it the round file, in the garbage, because they know that you are not contemporary and you are old. You are old and out of date. You don't want that. My dad used to say that's like shooting yourself in the foot. All right? No birth dates go on your resume. No addresses, physical addresses. You can put the city, the state. I don't even put that on there. I put my name. I put my phone number. And I put my email address. My Gmail address. I put my Gmail on there. That's it. I don't put anything other, because we don't, back in the day, you'd put your address and your picture and everything. That day is done. So no longer. So you're not going to use, you're going to make sure you use your Gmail. You're going to make sure that you don't have birth dates and addresses and all of that on your resume. And what else do I want to say about a resume? A resume should not be more than 2 pages. Should not be, typically, or ideally, I would say they like for it to be 1 page. There are 2 types of resume. One is chronological and one is functional. Those are different types of resumes. The chronological resume focuses on the chronology of your work history. Okay, so, and you start with your most recent work experience first. So if you stop working in, let's say, 2020, but you worked from 19, what is it? I don't know. Whatever, you worked for 10 years. And that's your most recent job. Then that's what you start with. You start with the most recent job and you work your way backwards. It's like walking down a ladder. You start with your most recent job and you work your way down to the job you had way back in the day. Now, what I want to say about that job way back in the day, so I'm going to use myself as an example. I started working, I had my teaching credential, so I started working for the school district in 1993. But I have other work experience since then because they closed the school and laid everybody off. And so in 2010, I was laid off, but I started working in 1993. Now I have been putting, I'm going to use myself, I'm going to be transparent. I have been putting 1993 to 2010 on resumes along with other more recent work experience. And I thought to myself, you know what? 1993, I'm going to keep it real. There are recruiters, individuals who are looking, at your resume to determine whether you're going to move on to the employer, who weren't even born in 1993. So when we talk about the youth, we're talking about individuals who may be in their mid-20s, early 30s. They may have even been in kindergarten in 1993, and they're looking at 1993, and they're saying, this person is old, so I'm telling on myself. So what I decided to do You don't have to do this, but I'm just telling you, it can make a difference. I took it off my resume. I took it off because I have enough other work experience that will qualify me for positions that I am applying for. So I know if I say 1993, like I said, recruiters will be thinking, no, let's see, 1993, what year is it now? And thinking, so they can determine that I am a mature worker, a senior, and I am a senior citizen, so to speak. And I don't want to I don't want to present information that will disqualify me unknowingly. I hope that makes sense to you. So I don't have to say everything on my resume. I was too, I'm going to be transparent, saying I have 18 plus years. I stopped that. I say I have a wealth of experience. So what I want to suggest, because you're not a resume professional. You're not you need a real, if you've been out of work for a while and you never did a resume, hire somebody to create a professional resume for you and make sure it represents you well. Don't let them use words that you're not familiar with or language that you don't even know what you're talking about. So you want to make sure whoever creates your resume, just pay a little bit of money for a good resume. Make sure that you understand the words and the language that they're using to describe your work experience, your skills, and all of the above. So it needs to reflect you as a job seeker. And I hate to tell you this, but every job that you apply for in a different field of work, you're going to need a different resume. Now, if you're applying for jobs in customer service and that's pretty much it, you can use the same resume. However, but if they have different job titles for the different jobs, even though they're customer service, on your resume you want to have that job title, the job title of the position that you're applying for. So every employer, even though it may be customer service jobs, may have a different type of title, and you want that employer to know that you are applying specifically for their job. Otherwise, it just looks like you're just applying as a one-size-fits-all, and that's a turnoff. Again, your resume can end up in a round file, and it's a waste of time. Now, moving right along, the word I want to share with you is transferable. What is transferable? Transferable means something you can take from here and put it over here and use it over here. Transferable. I think we all know what the word transferable means. The way I want to relate it to a resume is every one of us has transferable skills. Transferable skills on a resume is something that you've done on a previous job, and you can apply it to the position you're applying for now. So if you weren't working in customer service, you weren't a customer service agent or a clerk or whatever, but you did a lot of working with the public, right? You interface with the public for whatever reason, but that wasn't your job. But that's a transferable skill, meaning that's a skill that you have, even though you weren't hired specifically for that skill, but it's transferable. So when you look at the position that the employer has created, you want to look for transferable skills. No, I didn't do this exactly, but the skill that I have, the experience that I have from this job is transferable. So either, like for example, let's go back to customer service. Now, I'm really a big people person. I love talking to people. Don't put me in the back somewhere where I can't see people and talk with people. And, it's all, I mean, I don't just get carried away, but I like interacting with people. Everybody's different. Some people just want to be in the back. I don't want to talk to a bunch of people. I love interfacing with people. That's one of my strengths. And so I've never done customer service, but as I was a teacher and my director of the school found out early on that I was a people person, and he had me go around to the different schools and different activities representing the school because he saw that was one of my strengths. So when I'm developing a resume, I can use that, say this is a transferable skill. This is a skill that I have from having worked and going out and representing the school at different events, I can take it over to this position and say it's a transferable skill. And it's transferable skill, let me use this word, is relatable to whatever position, description, qualifications that employer that you're applying for is looking for. Transferable skill. So when you are having your resume created, think about your transferable skills. Transferable skills can help you qualify for a position. No, I haven't done that exactly everything to the T on this new job posting that I see here, but I have transferable skills that are relatable, that show that I can carry out those duties because they are related, they are relatable, and they are known as transferable skills. I hope that makes sense. So think about your transferable skills that you have. So don't just, when you think about applying for a job, don't just think about, you have to kind of unearth some of the skills that you've had. And in many cases, you've done a lot. It's layers and layers and layers of different types of skills that you have attained or had to utilize, and experience that you have gained from the position that you were fulfilling previously. But now that you're re-entering the job market, you want to think about any transferable skills that you might have to qualify you for that position, the new position. And let me just say this. If you need more in-depth information or insight on how to use transferable skills, just Google it. And then it'll give you even more insight into what a transferable skill is and how to use it on your resume. So that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg, so to speak, in terms of developing your resume. But I wanted to introduce that word to you, transferable skills. So don't forget about unearthing your transferable skills that can possibly qualify you for this new position. All right? So, excuse me. I'm gonna win now. I'm just so busy sharing information. I love sharing. Like I said, I'm a people person. My name is Maria. I have been, a career advisor for over 25 years, and I just have a wealth of experience that I love to share. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you have any questions and you need some assistance, please just reach out to me, because I would love to help you and share whatever insight I might have relative to your re-entry into the job market, because I want you to be successful. All right? So I'm going to sign off now. Thank you for checking out my video. And this is resume. We got so many components to the resume topic, but this is one. And today we were talking about, being introduced to the new word, I should say, the new term transferable skills, along with other aspects of developing your resume to be contemporary, to get you in the interviewer, in front of the interviewer, and you can begin to sell yourself and market your skills and experience, because you have a lot to offer. I know I do. All right? So I'm going to sign off for now, and I hope to see you at the top, because that's where I hang out. Bye-bye for now.